So today I'm going to be discussing Russian geopolitics. My name is Izzy Carmona, and I'm mainly going to be discussing Russia's annexation of Crimea. Russia's geopolitical position has a lot to do with how they view themselves. They've done things that have kind of exceeded their capabilities because they see themselves as such a strong force. This has made other countries view them as unstable and unreliable. Since they see themselves as an important force, they do things to try and maintain that view. For example, we come to the annexation of Crimea. The annexation of Crimea, or the Crimea-Ukraine crisis, marked one of the worst East-West crises since the Cold War. According to the New York Times, Crimea was effectively part of Russia from the late 1700s until the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. This is one of the main reasons why Russia wanted Crimea. It has cultural ties to Russia. Russia also began to support the different protests in Crimea that were against the Ukrainian government. They also sent troops to Crimea to take control over key infrastructures. They also had the force to set up checkpoints on roads connecting Crimea with Ukraine. The Russian military really overwhelmed the Ukrainian forces. On March 16, 2014, the majority of Crimeans voted to secede from the Ukraine and join Russia. So, this is just a photo of Russia taking Crimea from the Ukraine. This is a photo, a cute animation I found of the bear just depicting Russia, it's angry, Crimea, being the fish, and the waves acting as the Ukraine. So the bear is basically saving Crimea from the Ukraine. On March 18, 2014, Russia officially signed a treaty with Crimea to have it annexed and be a part of Russia once again. So, Russia successfully annexed the peninsula and gained more military and political control. One of the other reasons that Russia annexed Crimea was the importance of the Black Sea. Crimea gives Russians access to the Black Sea. Sevastopol also is an important hub to protect Russia's naval power on a global platform. It is also the main base for Russia's Black Sea Fleet. This gives the Russian Navy access to the Mediterranean. As you can see, Sevastopol is at the end of the peninsula, and the Black Sea surrounds Crimea. This also requires Russia to maintain good relations with Turkey, because Turkey is right here across from the Black Sea, and if Russia does not have good relations with Turkey, then they're not going to let the Russian boats come into the Turkish Straits. Sevastopol is a part of Crimea, as I said before, and Russia must acquire a strong naval base to have a strong geopolitical position. The position that the annexation of Crimea has put Russia in is not a very good one. President Obama, or our previous president, Obama, has some words to say about Vladimir Putin's decisions.
A situation that is this improvisation that he's been doing has gotten him deeper and deeper into a situation that is a violation of international law, that violates the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Ukraine, has isolated Russia diplomatically, has made Europe wary of doing business with Russia, has allowed the imposition of sanctions that are crippling Russia's economy at a time when their oil revenues are dropping. There's no formula in which this ends up being good for Russia.
Russia's unstable geopolitical position was a part of the annexation of Crimea. This is just a photo of a protester holding a sign that says Crimea is Ukraine. This is a photo of the Russian troops that invaded Crimea. And this is a photo of a celebration of Crimea in Russia. You must have good relationships with other countries to secure a strong geopolitical position. As Obama stated, the countries kind of surrounding Russia are a bit scared to do business with them, and they have tense feelings towards them. So due to this, Russia's geopolitical position is very unstable.